How's it going, guys? This is Mike1217 here, and we are back with more Let's Play Pokemon Red. In the last video, we took down Brock, got the Boulder Badge, and also got a TM Bide. And if to explain TMs, because I didn't do it last time, TM stands for Technical Machine. What they actually do is they allow you to teach your Pokemon a new move. So we could teach Bide, the move that Onyx was using in that battle, to somebody. I'm gonna hold on to it. TMs are one use only, so it's nice to save them for when you really need it. Bide's not that good of a move anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about using it. But yeah, that is what TMs are. They are ways to teach certain Pokemon a certain move. Of course, they don't work on every Pokemon, only once they're compatible, but whatever. We have a bunch of trainers here. There'll be a lot of trainer fighting in this video, and in the videos to come. Well, this whole game, duh. I mean, this is a turn-based RPG, after all. I'm gonna put PIDGEY out in front. I'm thinking of actually keeping PIDGEY as a regular member of this team. So... And I'm pretty sure these guys aren't that powerful. Let's fight this chick first. Yeah, I think like the level range is around 9 to where Pidgey's at. So I'm gonna work on Pidgey first. Speaking of Pidgey, here's one that's the exact same level as mine. Whose Pidgey's better? Let's find out. This is faster, or it could even be a speed tie. Whenever your Pokemon have the same speed, then it's just a flip of the coin who goes first. As far as I know, I think that's how it works. Okay, it attempted Sand Attack twice and failed. I didn't think Sand Attack had accuracy, but apparently it does. I mean, I guess it's not that out of the question to imagine missing when you're going to kick sand in somebody's face, and I just missed Gus. Yeah, so I've been working really hard on getting all this capture card stuff situated. There's a lot more to it than you may think. Using a capture card on the Mac is kind of a problem. In most cases, some of the better capture cards, well, I shouldn't say the better capture cards, but most capture cards are only compatible with Windows, as far as I have done research on, and the one that I got is only compatible with Windows, which is a problem for me, because I have a Mac, and I'm running, you know, OS X, and, but you can get Windows on the Mac, so that's, you know, I'm not screwed. And I just ordered a copy of Windows 7 for really cheap. The thing about Windows is they're pretty hard to come by, and usually you would have to pay like $200 for a copy, depending which one you're going for. My capture card is compatible with 7, XP, and Vista. I just went with 7 because that's the best one I could find on eBay. Yeah, I went on eBay. First time I've ever used eBay. And, do I have any potions? I don't care. Try to get lucky here. I think this is the speed tie, by the way. I'm not really paying attention. Damn it. Okay, I wanna give Pidgey some experience, so I'm just gonna go out to Charmander. Here's the thing about experience I haven't mentioned. If you, switch out a Pokemon in the middle of, like, one fight against one, I didn't use the best words for that, but if you switch out and you use two different, or if you sorry, explain that. If you use multiple Pokemon against the same one, then they will each, like, split the experience. As you'll see in a second, Cheap, whatever, gained 51, and Charmander gained 51. I'm just gonna call them by their Pokemon names. I'm not gonna call them by their nicknames. Yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, I actually used eBay to get my Windows system. I got it for $30. It hasn't arrived in the mail yet. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping nothing went wrong with the delivery. Shouldn't. Yep, that is what I'm waiting for. Should be here by tomorrow or Thursday, I hope. And then I'll just have to go through the agonizing process of installing, which I pretty much know how to do. So that's probably going to be the hardest part about this whole thing, is actually installing that crap. Oh, why the hell did I not switch out? That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Ooh, okay, that was nice. Let's get another one of those. I'm not gonna survive that. Oh, well, definitely not gonna survive that. Sorry, Pidgey. Yeah, that wasn't very smart of me. I should have switched Nidoran in from the beginning. I could... whatever, I guess it's not a big deal. I didn't feel like going back to the Pokemon Center anyway. I want to get a few of these fights over with. Yeah, and I'll probably cut out a lot of my like trips back to Pokemon centers I've already been to, just because it's, you've seen where they are, and yeah, there will be a lot of cutting in this LP. I just don't know what I'm gonna cut yet. That wanted to go on forever. I'll keep going in Nidoran here. I love the cries in this game. Like in the original game are my favorite cries. Just, the old school Game Boy sound. And thing is, the Pokemon keep those sounds throughout the newer games. Like, the sounds that you hear whenever they are sent out, the cries as they're called. And they keep those sounds in the later games, so it's kind of weird hearing their cries alongside the newer Pokemon on those cries who were meant for like the DS and the Game Boy Advance and later systems, so they sound like a lot more advanced. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but yeah, whatever. Let's switch to Charmander. Just to speed this up. Burn this bug. Burn this bitch. This should be a one-hit KO because Ember is super effective and Caterpie is lols. So, there we go. I've been way off track there too in my discussion. Yeah, if you have a Mac and you want to use a capture card, it's gonna be a process unless you can get a pretty good one that works on OS X. The thing is, Macs aren't really meant for gaming. I'll keep going. I'm gonna go with Charmander out in front. Okay, he already is. Because Pidgey's fainted, so the one who's second in the party is not gonna go out first. Oh yeah, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Everyone remembers this guy for some reason. Because of that quote. Does this guy have a Rattata? I think he does. Youngster Joey. I think, yeah. Is that his name in this game? In the later games, they actually have names, like Youngster Joey and whatever. I think that's in the second game. Whatever. God, I keep being sidetracked. Yeah, the hardest thing about this is actually getting Windows installed on this thing. Once I do that, it's clean sailing from there. All I need is the proper cables to hook up my capture card to my TV and the laptop simultaneously. That way I can play on the TV while I'm recording, which is pretty much recommended. Well, it is definitely recommended, but I would say it's required because you get a little bit of lag. Like, if you try to play on the computer screen itself, you get some lag. Like, it's supposed to be like a delay in the action from what I've heard. So yeah, it's pretty much unplay. As far as I know, I haven't tried it yet because I don't, I can't use my capture card software yet, so I have to wait on that. But yep. So it's a long process. A lot of stuff I've had to gather up. It's not as easy as it may sound. You think you have to grab the capture card and plug it in, and there you go. Nope, there's a lot more to it than that. Okay, let's see if he levels up. He should. Yeah. Have I showed... I don't think I've showed you... I learned Leer. Cool. I don't think I've showed you, like, how you can tell if you're about to level up. It's a little bit more complicated in these games. In the later games, you actually have a blue meter you can see, like, right underneath your health bar, which is really helpful. This game, I mean, it's not really worth it to check out anyway, but I'll just do it for this one time. You hit stats, then you hit A, then you see level up 469 to level 16, so you need 469 more experience for that. So I don't really check that out that much. It's not that big of a deal. Just if you're curious. Okay, so I think I should skip this guy, but I think I am gonna have to fight him anyway. So never mind. There are some trainers you can skip by kind of going around them. Let's fight. RATTATA here. Oh, by the way, I'm not using a timer for this episode, so don't be surprised if it's kind of a awkward ending. You know, I guess it's not that big of a deal if I'm not saying bye to you guys. So don't get offended if I don't give you a proper goodbye. Yeah, my plan is just to get to Cerulean and stop recording there. I'm gonna switch because Charmander's just getting too powerful. Oh, I can't use PIDGEY, it's gone. And this is male version just like mine. I don't think we've seen the female version of this. See how I have that male symbol next to my name. This is actually the only Pokemon, like out of all 600 and whatever there are right now, this is the only one that has like a twin version of it. Like a female twin version of it. So that's pretty interesting. Of course, back in these days with the original game, there weren't genders. In the newer games, there are. From 2nd gen on, they all have genders. This guy has a fixed gender. Always has had a fixed gender male. Is my volume too loud? Oh, man. Yeah, it's kind of weird, this Game Boy thing. No, it shouldn't be too loud. If it is, just say something, I guess. I've been playing around with the volume on this thing, and I don't know. Yeah, all that technical stuff is gonna be something to figure out too. I think I'll just fight this dude. I'm gonna go with the Nidoran first. I might have to go back and heal after this one though.